Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's reported that August 3rd, 2016, there was a mass stabbing in Russel Square of London. This is a propaganda story. They're saying one woman was killed. Yesterday, they were saying she was a woman in her 60s. Today, they've ID'd her as the American Darlene Horton. We'll get to all of that, but where I want to begin is with why we're getting stabbing propaganda stories out of London over the course of the last year. This is the latest in several. In the United Kingdom, guns have been outlawed because of a false flag shooting known as the Dunblane Massacre, which took place March 13th, 1996. After this shooting, February 27th, 1997, they made a law outlawing most guns in the UK. Very hard to find a gun in the United Kingdom. It was this shooting incident, the Dunblane Massacre of March 13th. This story is about a shooter going and killing first graders at an elementary school. In the history of the United States, there was the Cleveland Elementary School Massacre, Stockton, California, where first graders were targeted. Supposedly they were all Asian from another country. And then more recently, Sandy Hook, shooting of first graders. A lot of political talking legislation came out of that shooting, but no gun ban in the United States. The United States, a lot bigger country than the United Kingdom, a lot more gun rights centered around the laws of this nation than the UK as well. So real quick, I just want to show the parallels between the shooting, Dunblane, and in Sandy Hook on December 14th, 2012. This shooting took place March 13th, which is the 73rd day of the year. Dunblane in Gematria sums to 73, just like sacrifice. The sacrifice out of this false flag shooting was the liberty to own a gun in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom, United States of America, these are both New World Order nations that serve the same banker, tyrant masters who control media, who control government. The date numerology of the shooting was a date with 112 numerology. That's important because Sandy Hook in Gematria sums to 112. They said Adam Lanza, the Sandy Hook shooter, was 112 pounds when he was weighed at his autopsy, all part of the mocking. They said he carried about 200 pounds in guns, but only weighed 112 pounds. 112 is the alt dialing code for 911 in the United States. That might also be true in the UK. There's other parts of the world where they use 112 as their emergency dialing code, such as Turkey. Remember, they had their 9/11 on January 12th of this year, the bombings on 112. Notice that the name Adam Lanza and Dunblane are the exact same in Gematria as well. This is no coincidence. There's a lot of parallels between these stories. First graders killed. First graders has the Gematria of 144, a number directly connected to assassinations and murder. All of these stories are coded to the teeth. This has been going on for a long time in my book, which I'm still finishing. I go through all of the shooting hoaxes from the 70s up to the present, the same numbers coded again and again. Dunblane School Massacre, Gematria of 107, just like the word shooting. We talked about the Cleveland shooting in Stockton, California. That was on a date with 107 numerology. The same numbers show up again and again and again. Another one of the numbers that shows up big time in the shooting hoaxes is the number 187. 187 is the homicide code for police departments in several states in the United States of America. Notice that Russel Square has this same 187 Gematria, homicide code. On July 18th, 1984, 18/7, there was a McDonald's massacre in San Ysidro. San Ysidro equals the same thing as massacre. That shooting came exactly 187 days after the death of Ray Kroc, who made McDonald's the huge corporation that it is. 187 days later, on 18/7, a massive shooting in California where that's the homicide code. Also, where McDonald's is headquartered outside of Illinois, the town name in Gematria sums to 187. Poisonous food, poisonous programming. Same gang controlling the whole show, from media to toxic burgers. Russell and Gematria alone without the square sums to 106, the number of prophecy. So many of these shootings are also coded by the prophecy code, stabbings, ongoing terrorism, because it's all about building the police state. That seems to be where this prophecy goes, with the total enslavement of humanity in a militarized police state. This news story over here in the United States, they keep saying that this stabbing came in the wake of London boosting their number of armed police on city streets, like other European nations are doing, mostly because of this ISIS fear-mongering, programming, propaganda from the same gang. London has the gematria of 74, like Masonic, like Jewish. Think about this nation's birthday, 7-4. They're saying an American was killed over there. The date of the killing, August 3rd, 2016, a date with 47 numerology, the reflection of 74, special numbers. The date is also written 3-8 in London, a lot like 38. Death equals 38. It's the story of killing. They're saying the attacker is a 19-year-old. Remember, teen has the same gematria as kill. And all these European shootings, stabbings that are coming out right now, they keep saying they're teenagers. Several of them have been 19. 19 is a very important number in the coding of the Quran. They haven't said if this attacker is Islamic. There has been stabbings in the past, though, in the UK where they blamed them on people inspired by ISIS. Already, people with this propaganda, the subconscious programming's already there. They're going to think of that first thing. Uh-oh, probably another Islamic terrorist stabbing people. So yesterday they said the woman was in her 60s, having gematria of 33. False flag equals 33. 33 is the number of the psychological operations program, which is propaganda meant to steer people. In this case, they're steering people to trust in Big Brother, to accept more militarized police, more tax spending on military, war, surveillance. 60s also sums to 105, like Zionism, like Masonry, like torment. These stories torment us all. With regards to ISIS, I and S, I is the 9th letter, S is the 19th. It also breaks down to 10 and 1. So IS is 9191, familiar numbers. Remember, all-seeing eye equals 119, Star of David 119. Today they release that the person was an American. This comes August 4th, 2016, Barack Obama's birthday, 8-4. Remember, 4 years ago when the Olympics were in London, the Olympics begin tomorrow in Rio. Did a recent video on the connection between Rio and Munich. A few days after making that video, there was the Munich McDonald's shooting. Please check that out. Anyhow, the Olympics begin tomorrow. 4 years ago, they were already underway in London. Serena Williams was getting the gold medal today. August 4th, 2016, Obama's birthday, his 51st birthday. The word conspiracy equals 51. Federal equals 51. That day, while receiving the gold medal, they were playing the national anthem, and as the lyrics were saying, but our flag was still there, right at the word there, the U.S. flag fell from the rafters at the London Games. That was Obama's birthday. This year in London, the news comes out that it's an American stabbed, and this woman has some parallels to Barack Obama. It really does seem that they're planning a false flag in the United States that might very well concern the death or the injury of the U.S. president. The woman killed, they're saying, is 64-year-old Darlene Horton. And let me show you why this name's so interesting. Darlene Horton has the same gematria as Barack Obama. This detail comes out on Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th. Darlene in simple English gematria sums to 59, like kill in Jewish gematria, a number stamped all over black people throughout history, Negro 59, slave 59, blues 59, Obamacare 59. Think about the joke of slavery and Obamacare, having to pay or be fined for a health system that a lot of us aren't interested in. Slaves to a system. Obama's the 44th president. He was last elected president 44 years after the Civil Rights Act of 64. This woman's 64 years old. Kill 44, Hope 44, which he ran on. The divisors of 44, the numbers that divide into it, sum to 84. Obama equals 84 in Jewish gematria. United States of America, 84. 44th president, divisors of 44, sum to 84. Obama's nothing but a coded actor agent. His entire name, a contrived mockery. Before he became president, they spent the decade scaring Americans with Osama bin Laden and Saddam Hussein. Then we get Barack Hussein Obama. So transparent. Barack Hussein Obama, the small way, sums to 64, just like civil rights. Again, elected 44th president, 44 years after the Civil Rights Act. The face of the Civil Rights Act, Martin Luther King Jr., assassinated on April 4th. They said this woman's husband is Richard Wagner, a name with gematria of 129, like America in Jewish gematria. They're an American couple. This news on 8/4, United States of America. The small way, his name also sums to the same thing as New World Order. This is a New World Order agenda. Militarizing police, war, banker tyranny. The New World Order is a Masonic Zionist world order. They point out that the stabbing came along Montague Street. Check this out, Montague 33. They said the attacker is from Norway, Norway 33. 60s 33. 33 and 74, this is in London. 33 and 74, that Masonic pairing again and again. Jesus and cross equals 74, on the cross at 33. Out of the 50 states, only one sums to 74. Oregon, the 33rd state. The Saffir-Simpson scale, the hurricane scale, qualifying wind speed for a hurricane is 33 meters per second or 74 miles per hour. Periodic table, the 33rd element's arsenic. 74 atomic weight, arsenic in gematria equals 33. 33 and 74, numbers of sacrifice, arsenic used to poison and kill people. Again and again, truth seeker, Freemason propaganda by the numbers. That's what the London knife Russel Square attack is. That's what the Dunblane Massacre was. That's what the Sandy Hook attack was. And that's what your news propaganda is every day all throughout this world. These Zionist Jews must be taken out of power. They must be disarmed. They must be imprisoned. They must be held accountable. And we need sane people to take over our media and government. Stop scaring us. Stop lying to us. Until next time.